Hello everyone and welcome back to the Cleveland Browns franchise. Today from First Energy Stadium, it's the AFC Championship game between the visiting Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns. Last season, the Browns lost in their first game of the playoffs to the Jacksonville Jaguars, and this year have made it all the way to the AFC title game. KC has acquired veteran Drew Brees, and coach Andy Reid hopes that his veteran leadership will take the Chiefs to the Super Bowl. The Browns are hoping that behind Matt Stafford's arm and the running of Robert Turbin, they will be the AFC representatives in the Super Bowl. One thing is for sure, by the end of this game, we will know who is worthy of being crowned the AFC champion team. Let's find out who gets the berth in Super Bowl 51. Cairo Santos is set to kick it off, and we're underway here in Cleveland. Raheem Mostert, he fumbled the football at the 27-yard line and finally recovered by Ashley Palmer at the 34. On 2nd and 10 with Stafford in the shotgun, he drops back to pass and is sacked by Tom Bahali back at the 26. So now on 3rd and 18, Stafford drops back and it's intercepted. Derek Johnson takes it back inside the 35-yard line for the Chiefs. Now on 1st and 10 from the 33, Jamal Charles gets nothing. 3rd and 10. Brees is in the shotgun, throws left side to Vincent Jackson, and he has a first down. On 2nd and 7 from just inside the 20-yard line, Drew Brees goes back, passes complete to James O'Shaughnessy at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal for the Chiefs. Brees throws, touchdown, Kansas City. Just a little slant move by Travis Kelce, and the Chiefs are on the board first. Joe Hayden just couldn't make the play in the end zone. 1st and 10 for the Browns. At the 18-yard line, the pitch is back to Robert Turbin, and he has room around the left side. Out to the 30-yard line. On 2nd and 8, Stafford goes back to pass and completes. Oh no, was knocked out of his hands. Travis Benjamin couldn't hang on. 3rd and 8. Stafford rolls to his left and it's complete to Josh Gordon outside the 45. At the 47-yard line, Turbin gets past midfield for a nice little gain of 4 yards. On 3rd and 7 from midfield, barely gets that one away, and it completes it to Josh Gordon, and he's got a first down inside the 30-yard line. Now from the 27, Stafford hands off to Robert Turbin, and he's inside the 25. 2nd and 6 from the 22-yard line. Stafford back to pass, rolls left, and it's incomplete, intended for Gary Barnidge. 3rd and 6. Stafford drops back, and it's incomplete again. Gary Barnidge targeted for the second time. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for a 40-yard field goal, and it's up and good. 7-3, Chiefs. On 1st and 10 from their own 25, they give us to Jamal Charles up the middle, and he's past the 30-yard line. 3rd and 2. Brees hands off again to Charles, and he does not make the chains. They have to punt, and it's the Browns' ball at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10. Robert Turbin finds 11 yards up the middle. 2nd and 10 now. Stafford goes back and hands off to Turbin around the right side, and he has lots of room, a stiff arm to the 25-yard line. That makes it 1st and 10 at the 25. Stafford goes back and passes to Robert Turbin out of the backfield. Touchdown, Cleveland. Stafford rolls out of the pocket left and throws complete to Robert Turbin out of the backfield, and it's an easy touchdown for him. The Browns have taken the lead. 10-7 now. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs at their own 25. Jamal Charles has the nice 9-yard pickup, and that brings us to the end of the first quarter with your score 10-7 Cleveland. 2nd and inches now. Breeze hands off to Charles, and he has the first down out to the 40-yard line. On 3rd and 10, Breeze alone in the backfield. Passes complete to Chris Conley for a first down. 2nd and 10, Kansas City from the 47-yard line. Breeze drops back and completes it to O'Shaughnessy at the 40-yard line. 3rd and 3 now. Breeze back to pass, and it's incomplete. Knocked away by Dante Whitner. That brings on Cairo Santos for a 57-yard field goal, and it's up and good. 10-10 is our score. 2nd and 10 for the Browns. Stafford rolling to his right and is sacked by Marcus Peters. 3rd and 19 from the 15-yard line. Stafford goes back to pass and has forever. Long pass, incomplete, broken up by Eric Berry. Now on 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. It's complete to Jerry Macklin. 3rd and 7. Breeze drops back and gets hit as he throws by Justin Gilbert. Now it's the Browns' turn again from their 29.5. Given to Robert Turbin around the right side, and he's got lots of room. He might go the distance. 20, 10, and out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Now 1st and goal. Turbin around the right side gets in for the touchdown. The Browns are back on top. Just a simple run off tackle to the right, and the whole line was sealed off and into the end zone for an easy touchdown. Now 1st and 10. 17-10 is the score. Breeze goes back to pass, and it's long, complete to Vincent Jackson inside the 35 of the Browns. 2nd and 8. Breeze completes it to Macklin at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. Breeze gives to Charles up the middle, and he's to the 5-yard line. 1st and goal now. Breeze drops back to pass, and it's complete to Travis Kelce in the end zone for another Chief touchdown. Breeze passes across his body to Kelce, and an easy touchdown that ties our score back up at 17 apiece. 1st and 10 from the 24, and Stafford is dropped in the backfield. 2nd and 15. He drops back again, throws complete to Taylor Gabriel, and he got away at 40, 30, 20. He's going to score all the way. Touchdown, Cleveland. If we take a look at that one on the Jumbotron, Taylor Gabriel should have been stopped in traffic, but keeping his balance through a couple of tackles, he's on his way to the end zone. Back up by 7 again, the Browns give it back to Kansas City, and they have it 1st and 10 at the 25, and it's complete to the 29-yard line. 3rd and 3 now. Breeze drops back and completes it to Vincent Jackson across the 35-yard line. That brings us to the 2-minute warning with your score 24-17. Cleveland is on top. 38-yard line, 1st and 10. Breeze drops back and is dropped in the backfield by Barkevius Mingo. They're in the hurry-up offense, 2nd and 14. Breeze drops back again and completes it to Travis Kelce at the 41-yard line. 3rd down conversion coming up. 7 yards to go. Breeze drops back and it gets hit as he throws and incomplete. The ball goes back to the Browns. 1st and 10. Stafford drops back and passes to Gary Barnidge. And now let's go to an update from Eurocat Baby.
I was just on the Kansas City sideline and Andy Reid was shaking his head after the defense let Taylor Gabriel get away for that long touchdown. He knows that there is an entire second half of football and was in the defensive players' faces, reminding them that they belong in the Super Bowl.
Thank you for that report, and the Browns definitely need to keep on playing the way they are. 1st and 10 after the Barnidge reception. Stafford with an empty backfield goes back to pass and is sacked. Alan Bailey just ran him over that time. 2nd and 14 from the 23-yard line, and it's incomplete. 3rd and 14. Stafford's in the shotgun. Passes long to Josh Gordon, complete inside the 45-yard line of the Chiefs. On 2nd and 10 from the 43-yard line, it's complete to Benjamin inside the 25. 2nd and 11. Stafford drops back to pass and sails it over the head of Josh Gordon. 3rd and 11. Stafford drops back to pass, lets it fly, and is knocked down by Tamba Hali. That brings out Kaimi Fairbairn for a 41-yard field goal attempt, and it's through the middle, 27-17, and that's your halftime score. This is turning out to be quite a scoring frenzy, and the Browns are turning up on the better side of the scoreboard. The Browns have almost doubled the offensive production of the Chiefs here in the first half. A major part of that is the running of Robert Turbin. Matt Stafford has been adequate at best, and we certainly hope that he can have a better second half. The Browns have had 2 fumbles here in the first half, neither of which they lost, but they need to keep the ball secure if they don't want to fall into the prey of the fumble monster. Let's see if the second half is any better. Welcome back, everyone, to First Energy Stadium and the AFC Championship game between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. We've had a lot of scoring in the first half, but let's see who can remain on top. And now with a coach report, let's go to Eurocat Baby on the sideline.
Coach Reid is a little concerned that they are losing the game in the trenches, and the Chief Big Uglies are not blocking and opening holes the way they need to. That is what he said, and that their focus will be on the second half. I asked Coach Bettini if he was worried about Matt Stafford making some bad decisions out there, and he told me that as long as the offensive line gives him enough time, they can be sure that he is the man to make solid decisions out on the field. He also said he needs the defense to continue keeping a tight rein on Jamal Charles, and they should be fine.
Thank you for that, and I agree. If Jamal Charles isn't contained, he'll be trouble for the Browns. Kansas City has the ball after a good return at the 35-yard line. Breeze hands off to Anthony Sherman, and he gets to the 40-yard line. 2nd and 5. Breeze drops back to pass and completes it to Kelce for a first down. 2nd and 9 now. Breeze drops back to pass and completes another one, this time to DeAnthony Thomas. 1st and 10, just outside the 40-yard line. Breeze to Thomas again at the 35. 2nd and 3. Breeze hands off to Jamal Charles, and he's inside the 30 for a first down. 2nd and 7 from the 22-yard line, and Isaiah Crowell goes up the middle for a first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 8.5-yard line. Breeze is sacked, fumbles the ball, but a booth review is called for. I'm sure they're going to be looking to see whether or not Drew Brees was down or not. There's Paul Kruger coming in to make the tackle. What are the officials going to say? The play is reversed, and the Chiefs keep the football. 3rd and goal, and it's a touchdown to Connolly over the middle. He was wide open. Justin Gilbert, the man that would have been covering him, came on a blitz, and a result was a touchdown. 27-24. Let's see if the Browns can get anything going here with Mostert going up the seam for a 6-yard gain. 3rd and 4. Stafford rolls to his right, and it's incomplete, intended for Taylor Gabriel. So it's 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. Breeze gives to Sherman up the middle. 2nd and 4 now. Nice 6-yard gain. Give it to Jamal Charles, and he has a first down. Now on 3rd and 10. Drew Brees back to pass, completes it to Connolly, but he does not get the first down, and that gives the ball back to the Browns. 2nd and 7. Stafford sidearms it to Gordon over the 30-yard line for a first down. Stafford pitches back to Robert Turbin, and he has room almost to the 50, probably tackled at the 49-yard line. The give is to Turbin again up the middle, and he's crossed the 50-yard line. And that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter with your score 27-24 Browns. 2nd and 6. Stafford gives to Turbin, and he's tackled in the backfield. And that brings up 3rd and 9. Stafford fakes the handoff and throws into the line. Not sure why he did that. But on 1st and 10, Breeze gives to Charles up the middle for a first down. Getting just barely enough. Now on 1st and 10, the give is to Jamal Charles again, and he's around the left side. 30, 20, 10, he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Looking at the replay, the offensive line just made a huge hole for Jamal Charles and away into the end zone for a score. Now the Chiefs are up 31-27. And on first down, the handoff is to Robert Turbin, running hard over the 30-yard line. 3rd and 5 now. Stafford goes back to pass, and it's complete to Josh Gordon outside the 40-yard line, tackled at the 44. Now let's go to Eurocat Baby for an update.
Coach Bettini was on the sideline trying to encourage his defense. They've been out on the field a lot this half, and the coach can see them getting a little tired. The defense looked a little gassed after that long touchdown by Jamal Charles. I have heard that the big concern is for the offense to stay out on the field as long as possible at this point.
Thank you for that update, and I agree with you. The defense has been out there way too long this second half. On 2nd and 10, Stafford goes back to pass, sidearms it to Turbin, and he's tackled hard at the 49. 3rd and 5. Stafford drops back. Pressure coming, and he's sacked. Big ol' Alan Bailey gets in there on the third down play and sacks Matt Stafford for a big loss on the play. And that will bring out the punting team for the Browns. On 2nd and 8 for the Kansas City Chiefs, they have the ball at the 22-yard line. Breeze passes, and it's too high for Travis Kelce. 3rd and 8 now. Breeze fakes the handoff and gets it to Jackson for the first down. From their own 37-yard line, Drew Brees hands off to Jamal Charles again, and he has big yardage inside the 45 of the Browns. Now with former Brown Isaiah Crowell in the backfield, Brees throws complete to Jeremy Maclin inside the 35. 3rd and 9. Brees hands off to Niall Davis around the right side, and he has room to the 14-yard line. And that brings us down to the 2-minute warning, with the Kansas City Chiefs on top, 31-27. Now from the 12-yard line, 3rd and 8. Charles gets the ball again and down to the 1-yard line. 1st and goal. Now on 2nd and goal. He punches it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. And with that score, the Kansas City Chiefs take a commanding 38-27 lead in this ball game. And the Browns are going to have to do something spectacular, and it needs to start right now. 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Stafford drops back, throws long and into double coverage, and is picked off by Eric Berry. And he's returning it back to the 25-yard line. And that just about seals the deal here. And 1st and 10, Charles gets a 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7. Breeze hands off to Charles again, and he has the first down to the 11-yard line. Jamal Charles is named your MVP of the game. 2nd and 17. Breeze just takes a knee, and that's your ball game. 38-27. The Chiefs are on their way to the Super Bowl. What a second half of football for the Chief defense. They completely dominated the offense of the Browns. I was concerned about their D-line being really strong, but I didn't think they would take control the way they did. They only allowed the Browns 52 yards of offense in the second half of play. They harassed Matt Stafford the entire half, allowing him only 21 yards on 3 completions and an interception thrown in there as well. I'm not sure what was more disappointing, the poor play of the offense or allowing the Chiefs 21 unanswered points. All we can say is that the Browns just fell apart in the second half. Matt Stafford probably played the worst half of football that he has played in quite a while. He just wasn't making very good decisions out there, but give him credit, he was under a lot of pressure from the Kansas City defense. Robert Turbin played a great game and probably should have been given the ball a lot more than he was. The Browns seemed to be a little pass happy in their play calling. Aside from one really big play by Taylor Gabriel, Josh Gordon seemed to be targeted a little too much. Maybe he was the only one getting open, but it would have been nice to see the ball distributed a little better than that. The defense seemed to play as well as they could, given that the offense wasn't helping out much in the second half. It would appear that they were on the field way too long, and it tended to tire them out. It was nice to see them have a very productive first half, though. Paul Kruger was on fire with 9 tackles and 2 for losses. With the Browns' loss, that sends the Chiefs to Super Bowl 51 to be the AFC representative. Will they play the Packers or the Cardinals? And it will be the Arizona Cardinals as the NFC representative in Super Bowl 15. The Cards have been on fire this season and had a cakewalk through the NFC West. A 27-16 handling of the Packers puts them in NRG Stadium to face the Kansas City Chiefs. This is an interesting matchup because not much separates them. Although Arizona boasts the number 1 ranked pass defense, the Chiefs might be able to find some running room against the 17th ranked defense against the rush. And the winner of Super Bowl 51 is the Kansas City Chiefs. They did it again in the second half. They completely shut down the Cards' offense and scored 17 unanswered points. It looks like the Patriots aren't the only team that can come from behind in NRG Stadium. Next up for the Browns franchise is the off-season. Keep in mind that if you enjoyed this video, leave a like so that others can enjoy it as well. And if you would like to be notified when there is a new one, subscribe by clicking on my icon at the end of the video. It's been our pleasure to bring you coverage of the AFC Championship game with the Cleveland Browns hosting the Kansas City Chiefs. And in our next episode, we'll be going over the Pro Bowl selections and winner, yearly awards, and the rookie as well as free agent drafts, all to get ready for our 3rd season of the Cleveland Browns franchise. There is a lot to do in preparation for next season. Let me know in the comments where you think some of the focus should be as far as personnel that is being retained and where I should draft rookie talent to take the place of some aging veterans. Until then, for Eurocat Baby, I'm Husker Eurocat saying so long for now and have a good day, everyone.